everybody, today we're going to talk about how to wind our bobbins properly. Most of our, well, all of our Longarm machines have bobbin winders on them. I love that fact because I even wind my little sewing machine bobbins on our machines all the time. That's a little pointer that I wanted to point out because I love that they do that. It saves me a lot of hassle, especially while I'm piecing. So make sure that you're using this thread stand right here. This is for your bobbin. Don't move it from this point to this point. Have an extra cone of thread just for your bobbins. And I like to wind my bobbins ahead of time because really when I'm in the groove, I do not want to stop. I just want to keep going until I'm done or for as long as I can. Okay, so as we're threading it, each of them are different. Look at your instructions and see how to properly thread for your bobbin winding process. On this 19 here, it's really easy. So I'm going to bring it from the thread stand here through this little disc right here, this little hole right here, bring it across and pull it towards it. So now I remember I'm flossing it through towards the center. And then I'm just going to wind it up. Now this one is our new bobbin winder, and I know a lot of you are going to say, wow, it's more powerful, it's about time. So then we're just going to wind it up. And notice that as it's winding nice and even and tight. And each thread's going to be a little different on how it pulls through, so make your adjustments. This right here, notice it has a tensioner. So the more I turn it, it's going to tighten it up so it's lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Remember those and you'll be good to go. And I like to pull it through and kind of feel the tension and it feels really good. So notice right here, I'm going to come back to the front and I'm going to show you the different styles and the different images of what it looks like for good and bad. All right, so notice that it's tight and it's not loose. And this is a nice even wind, okay? That's what we want it to look like, just like this. Nice even wind and tight. This one was a little looser, but it'll be okay. This one was really nice and even. All right, this one here is overfilled. So as I try to put it in my bobbin case, it's going to grab up to the sides. Well, it should have been more so than that. It's going to grab the sides and it's going to make it have a harder time as it's rolling, it's going to make it so it has a harder time as it's turning because it's going to grab the sides. I should have overfilled it even more than that to make it really, and it's going to have a little fat belly like we get when we get older. Our belly increases. So make sure that you don't overfill it so it moves easier in the bobbin case, okay? Another thing is the cone. This is wound very unevenly, and you'll notice that you're going to have a lot of tension problems if it's like this because it's tighter right here at the end and looser right here where it's coned. So make sure it's winding evenly. Now, if you have bobbins that are winding like this, all it could be is a little adjustment on your winder to align it so it's aligned correctly. Usually it's the little eye as the thread is coming off. It's not aligned, it's kind of off to one side or the other, so it's acting this way. So make sure you're doing the adjustments, and if you'll read in your instructions on your machine about the bobbin winder, it'll really help you make those adjustments and make them correctly as you're winding the bobbin. Okay, the other thing is really loose. Now, I wanted you to notice that it's hard to see that it's loose, but to feel, if you can push it in and notice how I can push it in, and this is not as loose as I've seen them in the past, but it's loose and it can cause tension problems. So just make sure that the tighter you get it, the better off you are, especially with the bobbins, because the more thread you're going to have, and it's going to last longer as well. So make sure you watch your bobbins and how they're run. Do your fingernail test. Watch how it feels, and you'll get better and better and better at winding bobbins, and you'll be able to adjust them to work for the threads that you're using. So it's just simple, easy little pointers that we're pointing out to you, something that anybody can do because you own the machine. It's going to do wonderful things for you if you help it along the way. So thanks for joining me, and join me next time as we tackle more tension issues.